movie notes on 2004 film Troy in theater in 2004 versus on DVD at home in 2025. Today is Saturday, 4 October 2025, and here I, Tanis Coralee of Seattle, talk through my movie notes on 2004 film Troy in theater and 2004 theatrical version versus on DVD at home in 2025 director's cut. The viewings I invoke are: 1, when I initially saw it when it was released in 2004, going to the movie with my parents and one of my friends, and 2, my viewing of the movie from the same day this video was filmed, Saturday, 4 October 2025, before this video was filmed. So I'm going to start off by noting this is it for my movie watch list for the week. This concludes my viewings. And an honesty check before I delve into this. Did I finish the movie in 2004? Yes, we stayed all the way through the end credits of the movie in theater. Did I finish the movie for this viewing, for October 2025? No, I made it 59:08. 59 minutes, 8 seconds. Okay, it dragged. Okay, so it said in the back that it's over 30 minutes longer than the theatrical version I viewed, and I was like, yes, it's not nearly as well paced as the movie I saw in theaters. So when I went in theaters, I was with my parents and one of my friends, and we went to a theater, Mountain Lake 9, that I've brought up previously on this channel and has since become Regal Cinnabar Mountain Lake. And so we went there, and I've mentioned this video before, and that I was with my friend and I were talking after, and there was, there's Orlando Bloom, Brad Pitt, and Eric Bana, and she went with the blondie Brad Pitt, and I went with Eric Bana as kind of my picks from this movie, and her pick, or her pick and my pick respectively, out of the 3 guys. And it's a movie about a military battle approximately 1,200 years before Christ, 1,200 years BC, at Troy, where the Greeks come to conquer the Trojans, essentially, is what the battle is. And so it's a movie depicting that. And I preferred the in theaters version. It was such a good movie. And I remember at the time I was like, I should make a video about it, but I don't know why I would do that, but where I would do that, because we do have a camcorder. Do I just speak to a camera? This was before YouTube existed. Okay. But it was like, it was so good for the ships on the ocean. It was just perfect for seeing in theaters, because I was like, it's probably like it would, because we had a boat growing up, and so I was like, I've been on a boat. We've had a power boat that's been out on the water, and I was like, it being displayed on the screen at the movie theater was actually like being on a boat. The spatial kind of projection. I was like, they did it so right, and I don't even know if they've been on boats. I mean, maybe to film the movie, but I was like, from the nautical, real-life, lived experience perspective, this movie did it so well in theaters. And if I watch it on a small screen, like today, versus in 2025, I watched it on here. Right? I don't get the accurate spatial sense of how expansive a body of water is from watching it on this versus watching it on this big screen, which is on a boat. The water expands wider, if it's a big body of water, like Puget Sound or an ocean or the Mediterranean Sea or whatever, sea, it expands beyond the width of the movie screen, depending on the movie screen size, I suppose. So it was in that sense, it was a really good one. Just the expansive kind of landscapes invoked really fit a movie theater screen versus watching it on this one's kind of it's kind of pinched. Yeah. So, however, that was not actually what detracted from the experience whatsoever. It was more of the pacing was a little bit off. I was watch it be the same 59:08 from the one in theaters. I was like, it had a different feel. Okay. Maybe if I hadn't reached one of those augmented or whatever segments yet, the augmentation you carried downstream or upstream, so to speak. So I did prefer it in theaters, although I'd say I do enjoy watching stuff on my own. So in that sense, I did actually prefer this viewing of like getting to watch it on my own. However, in a movie theater, I do condition myself to stay. So in that sense, if I want to watch the whole thing, sometimes it's worthwhile to go to the movie theater. So those are my movie notes on 2004 film Troy in theater in 2004 versus on DVD at home in 2025.